Did you leave your curds and whey in the dressing room?
I don't care what Jillian says. I'm not wearing this dress.
I'm sorry I'm late. There's a flu going around and the waiting room was swamped. Amy, you look gorgeous. And it doesn't even need any alterations.
Jillian, honey, I am not altogether positive about the dress. It looks a little...
What?
Poofy.
Oh, you just have to imagine them lined up at the front of the church.
I am imagining that.
How many bridesmaids are there?
5.
2. 5? What? Who are the other 3?
My friends Sarah, Tamara, and Liz.
I don't know them.
Oh, you will by the wedding. They're coming to the bridesmaids' luncheon.
Bridesmaids are supposed to be friends of the bride.
All her friends are men. She's chased away all the women.
Jillian, I don't want strangers at my wedding. Or people I've met once.
Well, then you're going to have to go out and make 3 new friends in size 8, 10, and 4 petite. You have 5 groomsmen. You have to have 5 bridesmaids.
Says who?
The wedding rules.
What wedding rules?
The ones everyone knows.
Jillian, I'm sorry, but Muffy and Fluffy and Bluffy are not going to be my bridesmaids, and this is not going to be the bridesmaids' dresses. No matter how many of them there are.
Maxine, you act like this wedding is about you. A wedding is not about the people getting married. A wedding it's about bigger things. It's a celebration of love and marriage and family and tradition and it has to have color and pageantry and spectacle. And it has to have more than 2 bridesmaids in those dresses. I'll be in the shoe department.
She's lost her mind.
Hi, it's Judge Gray, returning your call, returning my call, returning your call. Tag, you're at... I had to go ballistic.
Sure.
Was there something scheduled I forgot about?
I'm sorry, Judge Gray. I needed a quiet place to interview Bruce.
Interview Bruce? For what?
Her webpage.
You have a website?
It's a blog, actually. It's kind of like a journal. Only...
Do I want to know this?
It's a way to let more people into my mind. I'm doing a series on successful single parenting.
Let's get you started.
Well, you didn't ask to interview me.
Oh, of course, you're the poster mom of successful single parenting. I just thought that whole nasty custody trial thing with your ex and the thing with the babysitter, murdering the stalker, which in no way was your fault.
Okay, Donna, I get it.
Yeah, besides, you don't want me, Eric.
I get it, Donna. Coffee?
No thanks. I gave it up. Oh, right. I'll be right back.
Well, you think I'm a successful single parent, don't you?
Right now, I think you're a very busy judge.
Hey, I used to know all the words to Goodnight Moon.
Maxine Gray. You're calling about the what? What doves? Oh, for pity's sake. Is there any way that we could avoid the doves? I mean, do they actually have to fly off into the sunset? Couldn't we use them in some other capacity? For instance, we could serve them at the reception.
Birds are a symbol of peace.
Oh, get a sense of humor.
Guy told me to see Maxine Gray.
That would be me. How can I help you?
I'm hoping you can tell me what the hell's going on.
Well, the stock market is pathetic, but I understand the new Harry Potter book will have 14,000 pages.
Court gave my ex-wife Brenda custody of our daughter on the condition that she had to be drug tested once a week, and you guys are supposed to be monitoring her.
What is her last name?
Barrett. Brenda Barrett.
I know her. She comes in every Friday afternoon.
The clinic is telling you she's clean?
The lab report is confidential, but if there had been a problem, someone would have notified you.
Is this a problem? The other night I went over to pick up Lizzie, and Brenda was passed out on the couch. I couldn't even wake her up to tell her that I was taking Lizzie.
You sure she wasn't drinking?
What? It's okay if she's passed out from drinking?
No, it's just that would not have shown up on her lab test.
I used to be a cop. I've seen every drug addict in the book. You line up a dozen, I could tell you what everybody was on. She wasn't drunk. She's a crackhead. And if you people were doing your damn job, then you know that.
I'll see what I can find out.
Yeah, if it's not too much trouble.
In the matter of 7-year-old Corey Sinkler, DCF removed Corey from his home with an OTC, has filed an abuse and neglect petition. DCF is present. All parties present. Miss Bonham?
Your Honor, DCF removed Corey Sinkler from his home after his teacher observed him to be high at school. Upon questioning, he admitted to having stolen a marijuana cigarette from his parents. He also shared the marijuana with a friend who happens to suffer from an immune deficiency disorder and had a reaction that landed him in the hospital. Civil charges have been filed by that boy's parents, and the state is seeking to sever custody.
Mr. Hearn.
That is all accurate, Your Honor. However, my clients have a different take on the situation, and they would like to be heard.
His clients are hemp activists, Your Honor.
Objection.
Mr. Sinkler?
My wife and I are activists for the legalization of cannabis. It's not the same thing.
So you don't deny that your son stole pot from you, took it to school, and got high with a friend?
I don't deny that you see it that way.
Your Honor, my clients have a complex view of the situation, and they would like, in fact, they would welcome the chance to be heard on this matter.
Then I will hear them. When will I hear them, Mr. Van Exel?
Tomorrow at 10:15.
Tomorrow at 10:15.
She says it's not a pig, it's a duck. He says, I was talking to the duck. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm not on maternity. My delivery must suck. You should have seen the first show. I killed.
Take the new Advent in the ER.
What's he showing?
Fever, chills, severe abdominal pain. I'm guessing fecal impaction.
Something stuck up his end.
So Laura comes out of the bathroom with like 15 coats of lipstick on. Like, I'm not going to notice. What are you doing?
Oh, making a compilation of useless facts for my blog. You know, little known useless facts. Like when ants are intoxicated, they always fall over on their right side.
But these are scientists with way too much time on their hands.
I had 76 hits yesterday.
Only 76 people are going to read this?
She doesn't get it.
I know.
You don't think it's silly to go to all this trouble to tell 76 people what happens to drunk ants?
You're missing the point. Blogs are democracy in action. It's the first time we've ever really had a free press.
Amy?
Hi.
Hi.
We were just leaving.
Oh, yeah, hi, Steve.
Bruce? Donna? Hey, Donna, I love the blog. I didn't mean to run them off. Well, I did. I just didn't mean for it to be so obvious. Look, we agreed that when the trial was over...
Yes.
So I'd like to take you to dinner. Someplace classy, romantic, with a martini menu and a snobby maitre d'?
Yes.
How's tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night's fine.
Great. Can we say out loud that this dinner is the official rekindling of whatever was going on before I lost my mind and went to Sri Lanka?
Consider it officially said out loud.
Excellent. Enjoy your lunch.
Maxine, I'm peeing in a cup every time I turn around. I mean, what more can I do?
You've done everything the court asked and more, Brenda. I know that. But an allegation has been made, and I have to check it out.
An allegation? Oh, gee, I wonder who made it. Probably wasn't my boss, where I show up every day on time and do the work of 3 people. It probably wasn't anyone from my NA meetings. Could have been my vindictive ex-husband by any chance?
Obviously, it's your word against his.
Why isn't it his word against my lab tests?
He insists that he came by to pick up his daughter the other night, and you were passed out on the sofa.
Oh, Maxine, look, Jack has been trying to take Lizzie away from me ever since we split up. First, he tried bargaining. When that didn't work, he tried intimidation. He's tried threats. He's tried bribery. And now he's trying this.
I'm surprised to hear all that. He told me he used to be a police officer.
Yeah, And did he tell you he got kicked off? He got caught planting evidence on a suspect. That's who he is, Maxine. Anything to get what he wants. Even if it's a flat-out lie. I gotta go.
Lauren, come on. Come on. What are you doing? We have to go.
I told Taylor I'd bring some pirate's booty.
Well, explain to Taylor that you didn't have time.
Mother, I promise.
Well, explain to Taylor that you're untrustworthy. We have to go.
Has anyone seen my fake sugar in the annoying little pink bags?
Oh, don't look now, Mom. Guess who's coming?
Winnie the Pooh.
Jillian the wedding fairy.
Oh, dear God. Can't I have 3 sips of decaf first?
Lauren, let's go before I'm covered in tulle again.
Oh, hi. What's tulle?
Oh, we gotta go.
Maxine, you're never going to believe it. I got St. Bart's.
Well, I hope it's not contagious.
St. Bartholomew's on Lake. It's practically a cathedral. They were booked solid for 2 years. And then suddenly today I get a call that a couple backed out and our date is open. Can you believe it?
Well, it sounds lovely, dear.
Well, it's more than lovely. Don't you see it? It's like a miracle.
Jillian, perhaps it's someone else's miracle. I don't want to get married in a huge church. I've only invited 20 people.
Actually, you've invited 1,500.
What?
Charles gave me Jared's Christmas card list.
Oh, Jillian.
Well, Maxine, you can't have some dinky wedding in a tiny little church. The press is going to be there. A guy from Newsweek is coming.
Oh.
Whoa! You see, even my little peanut was impressed with that.
Jillian, I think that we should sit down and have a talk about this wedding.
That's a great idea. We still have a zillion things to go over. But right now, I have to go to the church and talk to the wedding coordinator. You just relax, Maxine. Everything is falling into place. There are miracles all around us.
We were disappointed in Corey, of course, when we got the call from his teacher.
Disappointed. That's all?
It's not like Corey to sneak around and steal from us.
And then there's the small matter of the law.
We object to the law.
And therefore you feel entitled to break it.
People get caught speeding. No one tries to take their kids away. And the kids are in a lot more danger in a speeding car than they'll ever be from a couple of tokes.
So it doesn't bother you to know that your 7-year-old son smoked pot at school?
Like I said, we were disappointed. We were planning on introducing him to it when he was older. And not casually, something ceremonial. Like maybe when he was 13.
Like a pot mitzvah?
That's good.
Excuse me. The child who went to the hospital wouldn't find that very funny. No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Sinkler, you and your wife have spent a lot of time studying, educating yourselves on the subject of cannabis?
Enough to know that it's less toxic to the body than alcohol. Enough to know that the government spends $19 billion every year to keep drugs off the street, doesn't have any luck, and then whines about not having enough money to educate the children.
Had you shared any of this information with Corey?
No, he's a little boy. Like I said, we were waiting until he was older.
So, basically, he snuck around, took the marijuana without your knowledge, and all you're really guilty of is not finding a good enough hiding place.
Objection, Your Honor.
Grounds.
Gee, I don't know. The law?
Miss Bonham, we all know the law. Let Mr. Hearn make his point.
May I make a point? Everybody's up in the air because our kid got his hands on drugs. Well, whose kids aren't on drugs these days? They're on antidepressants and stimulants and this roll and that azine. They're taking all this crap that somebody made in a chemistry set, and nobody knows what this is going to do to them down the line. And what about adults? Every time you turn on the TV, there's direct marketing for every drug known to man. Grow your hair back, enlarge your penis, calm your nerves, get rid of your arthritis, give me a break. Then you try to take our kid away because he was on drugs. Well, who the hell isn't on drugs?
need you.
That's what all the beautiful blonde women say.
Patient in 115 is projectile vomiting.
And I'm the only one who can deal with that? Me, the guy who spent yesterday morning with a fecal impaction?
You're right. I'll ask Heather to do it. Oops, I can't do that. She doesn't work here anymore.
And that's my fault?
Kyle, I'm not your sponsor. I'm your boss. Go to work.
There are a lot of ways to cheat on a drug test, but none of them happen here. We take every precaution.
What are some of the ways? For when I have to check in another clinic.
They get urine from someone else and sneak it in. I had one woman sneak it in a soda can.
Do you recognize the name Brenda Barrett?
Brenda, yeah, she's here Thursdays, 3:30 sharp. You can set your watch by her.
Have you ever noticed her doing anything contrary to your procedures?
Brenda, no way. She's our favorite patient. She's polite, she's friendly, always asks about our kids. She just brightens up our day. Let's face it, we don't get a lot of success stories.
Well, thank you for your help.
I don't know how I help, but I sure don't have anything bad to say about Brenda. We love her and Lizzie, we really do.
Does Brenda bring Lizzie here?
Every week. And she's as cute and as polite as can be.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Corey, had your parents ever talked to you about marijuana?
No, but I listened when they were talking to other people.
And that's where you learned about it?
Yes,
What did you learn?
it was good for people who had cancer. It made regular people happy and more creative.
Can you tell me a little bit of what life is like in your house? Just a typical day.
My mom wakes me up and makes breakfast and takes me to school. After school, I have soccer practice and my parents come to that. Then we get stuff for dinner. And after dinner, I do my homework and my dad checks it. If there's time, we play chess. He's teaching me.
Are your parents ever unable to take care of you?
One time, my mom had the flu and she threw up 7 times.
But on a daily basis, do you ever feel like they're not there when you need them? What's wrong?
I didn't know it would make Jeremy have to go to the hospital. My mom always says it can't hurt you. And Jeremy's always sick, so I figured it was good for people who had cancer.
Honey, Jeremy's fine. He's home now.
I didn't know it hurt him.
Honey, your honor.
You may step down, Corey.
Wow. I know you don't have to work hard to look like this, so I don't feel too bad.
About what? Oh, I've seen this on TV. Means I get to come back next week.
I want to take you to my favorite restaurant, and I want this specific table and this bottle of wine that they have to order and this particular waiter. Now, it turns out he went back to Italy, but we can get everything else. Just not until tomorrow night. So I changed the reservation. I hope you'll forgive me.
Oh, we're not going out at all tonight?
No. This is the official rekindling. It has to be perfect. You deserve nothing short of perfect.
Okay. Hey.
Bruce?
Stu?
I promise you an evening worth waiting for.
I see you didn't get voted off the island.
Shut up. Wait. What did you want?
Just to say goodnight.
Lizzie, do you know why your mother has to go to the clinic?
Well, she used to be sick, and they have to check to see how she's doing.
And how do they check?
She has to go to the bathroom in a cup.
Do you always go to the clinic with her? How is your mother doing at home? Is she okay at home?
But she does have to rest a lot,
Because of her sickness.
I guess.
Well, I guess that's all the questions I had. Except, is there anything else that you want to tell me about going to the clinic?
Like what?
Oh, well, this is going to sound like a silly question. But does your mommy take her purse when she goes to the bathroom?
No, they won't let her do that. She leaves it in a chair, and I serve it after I get back.
After you get back from what?
Can I go now?
Lizzie, you know I'm very good at keeping secrets. If there's anything you want to talk about.
You're her friend.
Actually, that's not true. I work with your mother. But, my job is to be your friend.
We play a trick on the nurses.
What kind of trick?
Well, I go to the bathroom first, and then she goes in and uses my pee-pee instead of hers. That way they'll think she's well, and they won't take me away from her. You won't tell, will you?
No, honey, I won't tell.
Oh, they have a Chateaubriand for two, carved table side. I don't know, you might be interested. It would go quite nicely with our wine. A lovely 1976 Chateau Le Pauillac, a wine that tastes almost as delicious as you smell.
Yes,
You
200K
look
with
so
Mercs. I thought I'd let them
beautiful.
sweat over the weekend.
You're radiant.
They need a quick answer.
You're absolutely radiant.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
On the back end of a jackass.
Excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Throw in civil if you want the quick answer. Or
I'm
at
sorry,
least
excuse me. Could you have your friend just keep it down?
Why don't you mind your own business?
Well, we're trying to, but his business is drowning out our business.
We're just having a good time.
We're trying to do that too.
So move if you don't like
What else is he
It's
going
okay.
to do?
It's okay. Okay.
I am American. They can't
No sweat. Sooner or later, their food will come, and he'll have to shut up.
Oh, I know, but people in public on cell phones should not be...
Should not be what?
You know what? I actually wasn't talking to you.
Michael Jackson.
And how can you even hear us over blabbermouth?
Give me a break.
You know what? First
Exactly.
Amendment. Ever heard of it?
Don't worry about him. He's a bag of wind. He'll cave in like your mama's pound cake.
Mama's
You
pound
watch.
cake.
I asked them to move us another table, but I don't see an empty one.
Exactly. Look, but
Look at
if
her.
you
Look
hear
at us.
anything,
Hey, you know what? Excuse me. You know, this is actually the no smoking section.
Yeah, well, we know the
if you hear
owner.
anything,
Well, that doesn't mean you can break the law.
okay. Is there some problem?
Your date doesn't seem to understand that this is the no smoking section.
Oh, so arrest us, huh? What do you want?
Please, cheers to you. Let's
What did I do?
not let this ruin our evening. All right?
Buonasera, Mr. Collins.
Senora, may I tell you about our specials?
Well, I hope you have a special on dry cleaning because our clothes are going to reek by the time we leave here.
Could you just bring us like a sampler of appetizers?
You know what? Actually, I'm serious. Could you ask them to put their cigarettes out?
I have already spoken to them about it. Apparently, they're friends of the owner.
Well, can I talk to him?
He's not here. I will bring you 2 perfect martinis on the house.
You know, I don't want a perfect martini. I would like to breathe.
Hey, psst. Buddy. Yeah, you. What's your problem?
My problem?
Why can't you keep Sister Curly hair under control?
Okay, you know what? Actually, that is incredibly rude.
Mr. Collins, I can seat you at the bar.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
So just come right this way. Please, thank you. Right this way.
I don't know why they can't do it.
So
you know,
sorry.
I'm not sure why this would happen.
Mom. Hi. What are you doing here?
Well, I called your house and Jillian said you were here.
Yeah, trying to get caught up. Is anything wrong?
No, we just haven't talked in a while. I had to put some gas in my car, so I thought while I was out, I would drop by and say hello.
Mom,
Yes?
you've got that stiff smile you get when you're lying.
All right. Since you've asked, Jillian is driving me nuts.
She is?
She won't listen to anything I tell her. She doesn't care what kind of wedding I want. She's planning something that would make Charles and Diana's wedding look subtle. And I cannot get her to hear me. Would you please talk to her?
Me?
Well, she might listen to you. You're her husband, and you're an objective bystander. And if all else fails, you can yell at her.
I'll see what I can do, but she's a little crazy right now.
Yes, I noticed that.
So I'm not exactly sure how far I can get with this.
Well, figure it out, Peter. Consider it a wedding present to me.
Okay.
Is everything all right? Peter?
Everything's fine. Terrific. Couldn't be better.
You inherited that same stiff smile. What? What?
There's a chance, apparently a very strong chance that, there's something wrong with the baby.
What kind of wrong?
Chromosomal discrepancy, a lot of medical babble that means something is probably, very wrong.
But Jillian...
Oh, Jillian's refusing to deal with it. She just keeps saying everything is fine, but I don't know what's going to happen to her when everything isn't fine.
Oh, Peter.
I am so sorry I lost my temper before after you tried to make everything so perfect.
It was still perfect.
No.
Amy, it was perfect. I was with you. Yeah.
Hey! Come on over here, we settle this, huh?
Settle what?
See, I told you he was a wimp.
Come on! You started it, now get over here. We finish it.
You want me to fight?
Just go back to whatever rock you crawled out from under.
What's the matter, huh? You're not man enough to defend your loudmouth girlfriend?
Are you kidding me? Nobody does this anymore, especially not in $800 suits.
Yeah, don't even talk to him. He's an imbecile.
Hey, wait.
Imbecile.
Is that Isabel Fiore?
What?
You're back. I just love her stuff. Have you ever seen the little Uber girl on it?
Answer me this. Who's the imbecile now, huh?
So what hospital did they send the other guy to?
I would have punched him, but it would have required standing up. Ouch! Oh,
I thought you said that was numbed.
This is. He's faking. It's a shameless plea for sympathy.
Dr. McCarty.
Dr. Redeker, meet my cousin Amy and her friend, Stu, who gave up his chin to defend her honor.
You're using the Vicryl.
Is there a reason that I shouldn't?
It's your patient. Nice to meet you.
Is your boss always so warm and personable?
No, she's just trying to impress you. Okay, sit very still. I need some tape.
So what about next weekend?
What about it?
Could try again.
Kyle has just finished stitching you up from this date. You want to talk about the next one?
You know, nothing on earth could ruin time spent with you. Ow.
Well, Miss Bonham, you and DCF both know that I'm not going to take a child away from his parents because he found a joint in their closet and took it to school.
Your Honor, a young man.
A boy with immune deficiency problems got dizzy. That's not a bad reaction. That's what happens when you smoke pot. And he didn't land in the hospital. The school nurse sent him to the ER as a precaution. Did you think I wouldn't read the doctor's report? Now, Mr. Sinkler, your argument is surprisingly logical. However, it is not the job of the juvenile court to ponder the pros and cons of legalizing marijuana. It is my job to determine the best interests of the child. So here's the deal. Stop smoking pot. You got a kid, you're not in college anymore, move on. If you want to be activists, be activists. But you cannot break the laws that you don't like and teach your child that it's okay to do that. So I'm willing to continue this matter without adjudication on the condition that Mr. and Mrs. Sinkler submit to random drug tests weekly for 6 months. If all those tests come back negative, then I will dismiss the petition without finding neglect. I'm also recommending family counseling. Corey is too young to have fully grasped what has happened, and I don't want to have him scarred for life, thinking he almost killed his best friend. Okay? So that's it. Everybody go home and grow up.
What's with you?
What do you mean?
You've been on my back all week. You give me the grossest jobs you can think of. You criticize everything I do. You made that comment about Heather.
Okay. Maybe I'm a little cranky. Maybe I couldn't afford to lose an intern right now just because you decided to throw a juvenile animal farm party.
Animal House. You're trying to say Animal House. Animal Farm is a book about socialist livestock. That would be a very different party.
You know what I meant.
And you know that it's not my fault that you lost Heather. I didn't even know she was on anything, and me throwing a party is not what inspired her.
Most of us don't think getting high is inspired.
Are you trying to say something to me? I mean, are you accusing me of something?
No. But that sounds like the question of a man with a guilty conscience now that you mention it.
Oh, my conscience is just fine, thank you. So what else is there? I mean, the only other thing I can come up with is that you're jealous.
Of what?
My relationship with Heather.
That's a tad vain, don't you think?
Oh, it's incredibly vain. Unless it's true, then it's perceptive.
I have things to do.
Hi. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Lizzie.
It's us. Hi, Brenda and Lizzie. It's me.
Maxine, what are you doing here?
Well, Lizzie was telling me that she gets kind of bored here in the waiting room, so I thought I'd come and take her for a hot chocolate down the street.
Oh, that is so nice, but you don't have to do that.
I want a hot chocolate.
Oh, it's just too close to dinner, sweetie.
Well, how about a balloon, then? I saw some at the pharmacy.
You know, I just want her to stay here, okay?
Well, fine. All right. We'll sit over there and read a book.
Oh, okay. Oh, but you were just saying you had to use the bathroom, remember?
Then I will take her to the one down the hall because I know that you'll be busy in this one here.
Right. Oh, God. You know, I'm sorry. I don't feel well. You know, I think I'm going to come back tomorrow.
Fine, I will too. You may as well go ahead, Brenda, because I'm on to you. Lizzie will be fine. You go ahead.
You know, this is not right.
No, it isn't.
You're going to make her get in trouble.
I know it seems that way, sweetheart. It seems that way, but really, I'm helping her to get well.
You're going to take me away.
Only until your mother is better.
Mommy! Mommy! You said you wouldn't tell. You lied. You lied so you could take me away. Mommy! Mommy!
So, how was your date?
It was fine. Have you talked to Rebecca about drugs?
She has, changing the subject. Yes, I have.
Because I haven't.
I don't want you to talk to Rebecca about drugs.
I mean, I haven't talked to Lauren at all. I thought I still had some time.
These days, nobody has time. So, about your date with Stu Collins?
I thought we weren't going to discuss our personal lives.
I thought you hated that rule.
Okay. Well, he took me to a lovely romantic restaurant. We had a nice time. And then we dropped by St. Mike's so Kyle could give him 11 stitches. You don't want to hear about it.
Oh, I think I did.
Maxine, hi. What are you doing here?
I knew you had this appointment for the fitting. And I just wanted to bring you these.
Oh, they're gorgeous. What are they for?
Well, partly they're because of all the hard work you've done for my wedding. And I'm afraid I haven't been very appreciative. But I suppose it's because I'm a little nervous about the whole ordeal. And then, thinking about that, I realized that I think you're a wonderful daughter-in-law. And I truly love you. And I don't think I've ever told you that before.
Oh, Maxine, that's so sweet. I love you too.
Hey, Noodle. What are you doing?
Reading stuff. Did you know that ants always fall on the right side when they're drunk?
Yes, I actually did know that.
Donna has a whole page about you.
She does. Judge Gray's likes and dislikes, quotes from Judge Gray's favorite shampoo.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, well, enjoy that, Lauren, because tomorrow Don has to take it down.
Rest well, you weary cynics. Judge Gray is proof through the night that the system still works. What does that mean?
Well, it's a compliment. Hey, Lauren. I actually need to have a talk with you. A serious talk.
About what?
About drugs.
What about them? They're bad.
I know.
I know. But what about them? They're bad. 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 Th
Well, and you're getting older now, and your friends are getting older, too. And someday someone might... Well, you don't even know exactly when it's going to happen. For all I know, somebody's already tried to...
Only losers do drugs. Besides, we took the drug-free pledge at school. Plus, we had to get up in front of the whole class and tell why we'd never use drugs.
What did you say?
I said because they fry your brain, and my mother would kill me.
You nailed it. Okay. Well, put your computer away and get ready for bed.
Miss Wexler says a lot of people our parents' age did drugs.
Yeah, well, she's got a good point. Put your pajamas on. I'll come back up and say goodnight.
Did you ever do drugs? Did you?
Just told my daughter a big whopping lie. Told her I'd never done drugs. Okay, Ma, now it's your turn. For what? To say, oh my God, Amy, what were you thinking? Or to say, honey, I work with children whose mothers burn them with cigarettes and lock them in dark closets for days.
You did the right thing.
We gotta do better than that.
Well, you can't tell Lauren that you did drugs at the same time you're asking her not to. You can't give her permission to kill herself just because you were an idiot.
Well, everybody my age was an idiot. It wasn't just me.
That's not the point. There are some things we have to lie about when children are too young to understand. Later on, you explain the whole thing to her, apologize for lying, and buy her a car.
Buy her a car?
Well, all right, luggage. You know what I'm saying.
Mom, I feel really horrible about this. I don't think I've ever told her a conscious lie before. Not about anything big.
It's not big, Amy.
It's big enough for me to have the big drug conversation with her. They do public service announcements about it. It's got to be big.
When you find a joint in her room, then it will be big.
You're not taking this seriously.
Amy, stop this namby-pamby, ridiculous whining. There are people in the world with real problems. There may be something wrong with Peter and Jillian's baby.
Something big? Oh my God.
If I could fly away, if I could fly away.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime, a teenager suicide reveals a deadly crime. All the drama of Law and Order is next on TNT.